Local program funding provided by a generous grant from Union Pacific. Union Pacific, building America.
I'm Karen Hoyt, Marketing Director at Shasta Regional Medical Center, and we're proud to be part of the conversation that the forum at KIXE is bringing to our community. Shasta Regional has been around for more than 60 years supporting our community, and we would like to invite you to be a part of the forum on KIXE. Together, we can support the community that gives us back so much. Thank you.
Hi, and thank you for watching the forum. We're your hosts, Ashley Tate, Christy Largent, and Chris Resner. And we're here today with the nonprofit of the year, the Active 2030 Club. And this is their president, Kim Gilms. I had it in my head correctly.
You got it right.
And Justin Meyer. How are you guys today?
We're great.
Doing great. Thanks for having us on.
Thank you so much for coming on.
I can't help but notice I almost needed my sunglasses because of this thing here. What do we got going on?
Seriously.
What's this?
I am engaged, and I'll be getting married next June 21st in Selma Vineyards.
Nice.
Wow,
Congratulations.
beautiful up there.
Yes.
And that's what happens when you join 2030, of course. No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Although it could
prerequisite.
happen.
It has happened.
And
I
you both
bet-
are in the 2030 Club, right?
Correct.
Is that correct?
Ryan McCartan is our social chair, and
Oh,
he's
wow.
also a board member.
Oh, wow.
So tell us about what is the Active 2030 and who's in it? What do you guys do? Why should we know about you?
Well, the Active 2030 Club, we are 21 to 39-year-olds. Most of us are young professionals. We live in the Reading area. And we're here basically to raise money for underprivileged children in our community. One of our slogans for our national club is "No one stands so tall as been kneeling to help a child." And that's kind of the motto that we run by.
I love that.
Yeah.
So 39.
39 is
How
the
soon you
cutoff.
turn 40? You're out?
You're
out
out.
of the club?
You gotta
By law
move on.
state, you're out.
Yeah. We
But
wanna-
you can still help, right? There's how
Absolutely.
can you still be part of the 2030 Club? If you were part of it and now you're 39, you still want to.
Shopping Spree, that's one event that we host where we could always use extra hands, extra helpers, and you come down there and we pair you up with children and not so much parents kind of stay on the sidelines,
Okay.
but we also have the employees of Old Navy that help us out.
So tell us about the shopping spree.
Yeah.
I'm guessing if your goal is to help children, you have a number of different venues that you do that through. So the shopping spree is one of them. Why don't you tell us about that?
Sure. The shopping spree, what we do, this is our second year doing it. Our national club, maybe to give a little background, the 2030 Club, we have, I guess, members all over the states and also in Central and South America. So we are an international club. The Reading Club, we're number 143, so that tells you how many clubs there have been at one time.
And we chartered back in November 2006 as the official
Reading,
number
Reading.
143
Oh,
club.
okay,
Yes.
okay.
Was there several of them at that time? And
In the Reading
Yeah.
area? No.
Gotcha.
no.
These are
Okay,
the
so there's
There's
official. I
been
didn't know
other
if there was like
chapters
other
that
ones.
have died out, and then Courtney McIlvain actually brought
cool.
it back
Oh, really?
in
She's
2006.
That's awesome. She's awesome.
So you're international, and your international, is this program, the shopping spree, part of your international, one of the international things?
It's
that
probably
gets done, or-
it's more the trademark of the national, so the U.S. and Canada clubs. And so what we do is we take underprivileged children that we usually pick to us through the school districts, and we take them shopping at Old Navy. This is our second year doing it. We're actually taking 37 kids this year
Wow.
and giving them $100 each, and we pair up and take them back to school shopping.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
So if you donate $100, can you say, I want this to go towards the shopping spree so that you know that you gave it to a child?
Yes, we could do that.
Oh, I
We
like
could
that.
help build the budget for that specific event.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's what we've done this year, actually. We grew it by 12 children.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
Very
And you
cool.
guys raised, what, 30,000 or something this year with only 23 members, was that what I heard?
Yes, right around that number.
Wow. That's amazing.
That's how many members are a part of the 2030?
Well, through the local chapter right
Local.
now, we run anywhere throughout the year between 25 and 30 members consistently throughout the year. We'd love to grow that number, of course. Sacramento, they have a male chapter and a female chapter, but
wow.
then they also have, other areas that are both, and, just depends on the area that you're in and their demographic.
Now, you guys got some international recognition, is that what I hear? So Nonprofit of the Year here in Reading, and then
Yes.
international recognition.
Well, Justin and myself and about 9 others, I believe, we all went to national convention in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico.
Oh, nice.
But that was boring.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, twist the arm there.
Oh, gosh.
And so that was a lot of fun because we came home with 3 first places and 3 runner-ups.
Cool.
One of the most prestigious awards to receive is the nonprofit, Small Club of the Year award through national and Canada.
Oh,
So
wow.
that was a big thing because
That's
it's a pretty
huge.
big awards packet that you have to
Right.
prepare.
So you got an awards packet. Do you apply to try and get the awards, or how did that work?
Yes, we set goals for ourselves, and it could be something as simple as having a speech contest within your group, or your shopping spree, or your major event, to your website that you have for your organization. There's a lot of different ways that you can score points, so to speak.
Yeah, our book, when it was done, was about 2 inches thick, a binder of all of our awards and applications that we applied for
Wow.
this year.
Wow.
And all of our documentation showing what we've done.
And then do you get a financial award from the national organization for winning those, or is it just bragging rights?
It's bragging rights. It's a little bit of a swag. We all have our own banners with our club on it, and a lot of us will go back home and sew all of our awards patches on our banners so we can take it to all of our meetings.
That's cool.
Wow.
Although
So
we
y-
did receive the $2,500 through the Reading Chamber of Commerce.
Oh, nice.
For
Is that what they
cool.
gave Nonprofit of the Year?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, that's
So-
cool.
Oh,
I didn't know
Big
that they
thank
did
you
that.
to them for
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
helping us out.
So you guys have some other great news too with the Christmas parade, correct?
Yes. This year is our first year that we will officially be taking over the Reading Lighted Christmas Parade under
Cool.
our name, and Trade Club was gracious enough to help us out last year and come to us, and we shadowed them, and this year we're going to probably use their help again.
It's all you.
Yeah.
It's
But
all you this year.
It's all on us, so we're looking to keep it the same. We're not trying to reinvent the wheel here.
Right,
We
yeah.
just want to be able to keep it under our wings as long as we can. They had it for 18 years. Hopefully we can have it just as long, if not longer.
Yeah, that's
Now you're just going to add a little of your own swag on there.
Absolutely.
2030 swag.
Definitely.
bring that banner out.
That's
Sure.
right. And so you guys have the film festival, Sundial Film Festival, is that correct?
Yes, the Sundial Film Festival, this is going to be our 3rd year running it this year. We also took that over from the Rotary Club of Reading. That is our biggest fundraiser of the year, so when we talk about raising money for children in our community, that is our biggest fundraiser.
Oh, wow.
So we have film entries. I believe last year we had 30 film entries, some even came from Africa, India, but a lot of them we try to focus in on North State filmmakers and try to really showcase their talent.
So when is it? When is the film festival?
The film festival is always the first Saturday in March.
Okay.
I don't have the exact date right now, but
So next March, next
next March,
spring, and you'll start advertising it, right after the Christmas lighted Christmas parade.
definitely. We'll be doing a lot of different
Marketing.
for it because we have marketing now until the end of the year to try to get films and photographers submitted, and then we'll start really doing a lot of radio and TV stuff.
So
come
how many
January.
films would be a part of it? And you make money then through ticket sales? Is that the fundraising end of it?
Yeah, we can make money through ticket sales and also sponsorships. We have a lot of different level sponsorship packages. A lot of great businesses throughout our community come together and want to be a part.
Wow. Well, go ahead. I thought you were
I was just going to ask, how many films do you guys narrow it down to?
It depends on how long the films are. The films are supposed to be less than 30 minutes. So last year, I believe we have 2 showings. One is during the day, which we try to focus a lot of the more kid-friendly movies,
Yeah.
or we also have a lot of local children who actually make movies too.
Oh,
cool.
that's
Very cool.
Wow.
And then we have a premiere show, which is all the winners and more of the more prestigious films.
Yeah.
But we have 18 last year, I
Cool.
believe.
Nice.
So when people submit to the
Yeah.
film festival, do they have to pay to give their submission to you guys, or how does that work?
Yes, to be a part of it, they have to give some payment. I believe it's $35 per film. So not a whole lot, not a big
It
fee.
doesn't keep them from doing it. That
No.
wouldn't
Yeah.
keep them from
No,
doing
no,
it,
not at
yeah.
all.
Exactly.
There's
There's some-
prize money to be had at the end too,
Oh, that's
for
nice.
photographers and filmmakers, so that kind of helps offset the cost there.
So how can they get? We have so many artists in our community. I mean, how can they get involved? How do they do it? Where do they submit? When does the submissions, when
Go
you
to our
start accepting?
website. Our website is where we try to drive everybody because it is a wealth of information there. Everything from joining the club to finding out about our upcoming business events or business meetings, social meetings. And there's going to be a link there that they can go to www.reading2030.com.
Okay. And when do you generally start the submissions, though, for the...
We're going to start in about a month.
In about a month, okay.
We also do have a sundialfilmfestival.com website you can go to as well.
Oh,
And does that, I bet that links from your reading2030.com
Right.
site.
Yeah.
And if you haven't seen our website, it is definitely one of the best websites probably out there.
We did
Who
get
did
It's a
it?
pretty nice website.
Yeah, who did it?
Adam McElvain did
Adam
it, and
McElvain.
he
Nice.
won us first place for that. So
Wow. First place
Good
in
Yeah,
national U.S. and Canada.
yes,
Yep.
First place.
first place
From Reading, California.
That's how
That's
user
right.
friendly it is. Not to mention, it's just really awesome
Yeah,
and colorful.
That's wonderful.
He's pretty awesome, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
Another, is he a member of your club or have
Yes.
they aged out?
Not
No.
yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
I don't think I'm going to like you for that after this.
Right?
That was actually the term we used too, aging out. So.
Well, yeah. Do you use that term, aging out?
Yep, aging
I
out.
don't know if I would ever want to join if I get aged out.
How long have you guys
I think
been
that's awesome.
involved with 2030?
I've been in for officially maybe 5-6 years, and I started out just as a member, and didn't take long before I chaired an event, and then became secretary, and then voted vice president, which is a 3-year commitment. It's a 3-year term.
wow.
You're vice president, president, and then past president. And I was lucky enough to have Justin join me this year as my vice president.
Cool.
Do you guys have, is the Angel Network, is that part of what you guys know? Not part of what you do? Okay.
No, well,
Sorry.
we do Wings of Angels Bowl-a-thon.
Okay, maybe that's what I'm talking. I know I have something
what's
with
that?
angels.
What's
so,
that?
Yeah.
We team up with different organizations in the local area to either volunteer our time or to raise money for certain charities. And Wings of Angels is a charity where we do a bowling event.
And Wings of Angels is with their children with cancer, children who are battling cancer. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you set up the event and you do it, and all the money you raise at that event goes to the Wings of Angels
Wings
charity?
of Angel actually set it up, and
Okay.
then we brought together 2 teams this year, I believe. It was pretty big. We had a good turnout. And Rotary also came in and helped with those numbers as well.
That's
Yeah, we've
neat.
had a friendly wager the last 2 years with Sunset Rotary about who can raise the most money and knock over
nice.
the most pins. So
Oh, good.
Nice.
You know what? Don't you love that about Reading and the North State? Really, not just Reading, but the whole. It's such a giving community.
It is.
I mean, so many people, they may not be able to write a $50,000 check, but they give so much of themselves and their time and energy to helping the less fortunate, and
Yeah.
especially with children. You see that the victims of the
Yeah,
of the negative
absolutely.
side,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
They're completely innocent of all that.
And there's
so.
strength in numbers. When we work collaboratively, whether it be with Wings of Angels or SELP with the literacy events, or
We
who
work
else
with
is
the
there?
schools, all
The
the
s-
schools, right?
a lot of
that-
schools.
Tell us about
Yeah.
that. What's SELP
Yeah.
and what literacy events do
Well,
you guys do?
the literacy event that we host through our club is at Barnes & Noble, and we go there and we have a author that comes in and reads to the children, and then each child gets to pick between 2 or 3 books depending on the cost. And it's just a fun event that we want to help children out with. So the SELP is, I don't remember, what the acronym stands for, but Judy Salter came in and she had informed us of this, and we had a lot of volunteers come in and go to different schools to read to children. And if you went to a Head Start school like I did, they actually receive grants towards people that volunteer their time there. So it was a double-edged sword there.
Wow. So you got money for going and reading, plus the benefit
The schools
to the
did.
kids.
Yes, and
the
the
schools
benefit,
get
yes,
it. Okay.
absolutely.
Wow. That Judy, Judy was our first guest when we
Yeah,
started
she's-
doing the forum this year.
Okay.
Because she is all about philanthropy and
Absolutely.
giving,
Nice.
and it's so neat to hear her name pop
Called
up
her a
again.
powerhouse.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wasn't that
she's
great
just-
going in and reading? Did you go in and?
I
did you do that?
actually did. I
Yeah,
went in and
yeah.
read,
that was a lot of
and
fun.
Yeah.
it was an experience that it's contagious. You
Yeah.
want to keep doing it over and over because I don't have kids personally, but I just love working with them.
It's okay to
Yeah.
adopt.
Yeah.
It's okay to bring them all in and just make them yours, and you can say bye-bye later. No, so when does your literacy event actually happen? When does that?
We haven't set the date yet.
Oh, okay.
It should be coming up here probably before Thanksgiving. Our
really?
shopping spree is set for August 11th, and then we have other things that we do throughout the year that we keep planning.
And if you know of children that may be part of this or want to be part of your shopping spree, like, is there a criteria that they have to fit, or?
We actually go to the schools and they help us
directly?
select.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
because they have the figures of the family incomes.
Right,
and to
sure.
keep it fair.
Sure,
Oh, that's
great.
good. So you'll have 37 kids,
37 this year.
whose lives will be a lot different this fall.
Absolutely.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Oh, that is so
That's
neat.
huge.
So what, obviously that's so neat. Makes you feel good being a part of that. What prompted you guys to join the Active 2030 Club?
I think everyone would say they have a different story and different reason why, but for me personally, it was a good time in my life. I needed to join it, most likely. I just gone through a divorce and wanted to get out and meet new people, young professionals. We have a lot of great members of our club. And then also, when I was little growing up, my parents are divorced as well, and my mom was a single mom for a while, and I remember coming home sometimes and there'd be bags of groceries on our front step because people knew that we were, struggling a little bit.
Yeah.
So I wanted to be able to give back once I was at that point, and I just thought it was a great time. I joined 2 years ago, and it's been probably one of the best decisions I've ever made. So.
It's instant family and
Yeah.
instant friendship, aside from the leadership that you gain and personal growth. It's amazing when you come in. We can even go down to Chico, and that's our closest club, and visit the people down there, and it's instant family when you walk into one of their meetings, or when they home host you for an event down there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
It's great. It's I feel like it's so important in communities to have people like you guys and have groups like you guys doing things to help out. All the different things that you guys are doing are great, and it's appreciated for sure.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, now, I know you guys devote a lot of your time to 2030, to the 2030 Club and all the events that you do, but you guys also have your full-time jobs as well. So when do you guys have free time? Like, what do you do in your free time?
Well, that's why we're 21 to 39, so we don't need to sleep as much as other people, so I guess.
And what do you guys
it
do right now? I know you were saying you're a broker.
I'm a real estate broker, have my own
Yeah.
business, so I run that, which also gives me the flexibility to
Right.
schedule clients around when we have events. And
Yeah.
So it does give me a little bit of flexibility, so that's
Yeah,
good.
and it's good for your business too that you're giving back. I mean,
Yeah.
this is fantastic. So,
Definitely.
like to see people who are doing their job and giving back. This is great. So, and
Kim, tell us.
And I actually have just wrapped up my business degree in business administration. I'm going for a minor in healthcare administration, but currently I work at Beau Chevaux Day Salon, and I do hair, nails, waxing, and really that's just a passion for me, and it's something, again, like with Justin, with your clientele, you can kind of structure it and build it so that you can make that time to help out
Right.
people in the community. So.
right. And you can kind of funnel people in too. Probably get a lot of people our age going in there.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt.
Yeah,
You get
no,
them
no.
locked in, sitting there doing nails.
Well, it works as double duty because I can sit him down and give him a haircut, and we're going to have a meeting real quick.
That's right.
There you
That's
go.
right. I think I might need a meeting. I know.
It's
some
AKA
work,
meeting.
Oh,
not
darn.
manicure time. It's
Darn.
meeting time. Yeah.
That's good. Well, so if somebody were looking to get involved, what are some ways that people could jump in right away? Obviously, come to your meeting, but what would be involved in connecting, and how would they, what would they be doing if they came to visit you guys and see what you're about?
They could start by coming to the shopping spree, and that would be really good because, again, like I said, we are always looking for extra hands at that type of event. And so we would like them to come to something like that, and then perhaps come to a social meeting to meet more of the group in a social setting, not so formal, and then come to a business meeting. So we want them to kind of get the lay of the land before they actually submit an application.
And how involved is the application process of getting in?
Oh, it's about 10 pages long.
They get voted.
Like a
very
college
simple.
application, yeah.
It's very simple. We do have a membership vote, though, because we are careful with our applicants. We are dealing with children, and we do have certain criteria that we have to follow with our bylaws. So we take our membership very seriously, but at the same time, we have a lot of fun.
And how is it cost-wise to be a member, like in comparison to other clubs?
Very cheap.
Okay.
It's very, the cost, actually, to give you an idea, it can come out to a little over $10 a month if we make a
Oh,
payment
wow.
plan for you. So it's
Wow.
very, very
Yeah.
economical for our demographic to afford it, because we're still, a lot of us are getting into our careers,
Absolutely.
and we don't have those steep fees if you forget your name badge or something like that.
Do you guys do the fines?
We
like
do
that?
do
Yes.
fines.
Oh, you
We
do?
have fun fines. Lucky Gistrani is our sergeant at arms, and so far he's doing a good job.
What can you get fined for?
Great.
Pretty much anything
Oh.
and everything.
Uh-oh.
We're
Buying
gonna
a
be-
new house.
We'll be fine for this, so.
Oh yes,
That's great.
I'm sure this will
Well,
be a
To make
steep
it a
one.
good fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll have to tell
This'll
some of
be
your
a big
members
one.
to blast it to make
Oh,
sure
boy.
that all your
Yeah.
your members see it.
If
Yeah.
we end up on Facebook, Record Searchlight, you name
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
Yeah. Well,
good.
that's
So,
good. That's good.
if you're somebody here in town, like a business owner, and you want to contribute, what's the easiest way? Is it just going on your website or getting a hold of you guys, or?
Yes, again, we like to direct everyone to the website because we have forms on there, we have phone numbers on there, our email, and then you can get in contact with either myself or Justin, and we can direct you to the appropriate chairs from there. But it's a nice way to direct everyone and have everyone on the same page.
Now, what if you don't have time to necessarily join the group and go to all the meetings, and you want to just jump in and do the shopping spree?
Then you would check out our website again and find out on their calendar list what events are coming up, and just show up.
And you can do that. You can just show up, and somebody will direct you on what to do.
Well-
the shopping spree is right up my alley.
there you go.
I like that one. I can totally do that.
Yeah, definitely. Like like I said, our website's amazing. All of our events are on the calendar. You can go in there, and then if you're interested in something and want to help, and you maybe can't, like I said, be full time,
Right.
send us an email, and we'll get together the right person to make sure that. we
Okay,
can help
that's
out.
great. Yeah. Well, I'm
Very
proud
cool.
of what you guys are doing. I mean, you guys are doing a great job with everything, really.
And it is really remarkable to realize that you got these national awards amongst how many clubs? You're 143, so it's probably over 200 clubs.
Yeah.
To think that here in Reading we
Absolutely.
have this kind of excellence. Of course we know it, but it's always fun to get recognition for it.
It is. It was just the icing on the cake, is what I like to say. It's
Yeah.
my favorite saying, because helping the children is the reward, really. And I think Vineet Wahi, our national president, said it best, where helping children is a byproduct of building great leaders. It really is, because without the great leaders, then you can't really direct people to do what we do and put together these big events, because there's a lot that goes on behind the curtains that people don't see and realize.
Right.
To pull this all together and actually make a shopping spree go smoothly and get 37 children through
Right.
in a
Yeah.
couple hours
Right.
time.
Do you meet before or the store opens, or how does Old Navy do it?
Yes, the mall's
Thank you,
great.
Old Navy and the mall.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
Thank you, Old Navy. Seriously, that's huge.
Yes, they were gracious enough to let us in on a Sunday before the mall opens.
Oh,
And
good.
then we end up getting in and out right as the mall starts opening.
Yeah. Oh, good.
We're not
That's
bothered
neat.
by all the other shoppers.
Right.
That's
And
great.
they can just have fun and try on clothes and all that.
Absolutely.
And that's such great value for them. For your money goes far.
Well, for us too, it's hands-on. It's
Right.
hands-on. We're not just saying, oh, here's some money and where are my membership dues going? What are these fines
Right.
going towards? We're actually out there making a difference,
Yeah.
and you're seeing it on their faces when they're so excited because I got some new shoes. And
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and my pants aren't high waters.
Or
Unless
my
you want them
t-shirt's
to
not.
be.
Yeah,
That might be the style right now. I don't know.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
could totally be.
Might come back.
Well, I bet you guys have quite a bit on your plate this year, taking on the Christmas parade too. That
Yeah.
seems like quite a bit to add into everything that you guys are already
absolutely.
doing.
The planning
is.
will begin here in August.
So do you
Wow.
make money on the parade, or is it just
It's not the
kind of a
intention
giving
to.
back thing?
It's more of a giving back.
Because
but
like our school's in it, we
need to
always
cover
have a
costs.
parade.
Yeah.
Yeah, an entry in the parade.
But I mean, it would be great if you do raise money, because that would just go back into your fund for all the things you do.
Our foundation account to do things for the children.
Absolutely.
Not to mention to get the name out there of who
Absolutely.
we are and what we do. And
Right.
Yeah.
But
That'll be
it's
great
always good.
publicity.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, Kim and Justin, thank you so much for coming. The website, again, if you want more information about the Active 2030 Club, is
www.reading2030.com.
reading2030.com. And no hyphens or anything, just
Nope.
plain
Reading
reading2030.com. And tune in and see what they have going on. Come back and join us again next week as we look again at interesting people doing interesting things here in the North State.
Please go to our Facebook page, and we look forward to seeing you next week.
Local program funding provided by a generous grant from Union Pacific. Union Pacific, building America.
I'm Karen Hoyt, Marketing Director at Shasta Regional Medical Center, and we're proud to be part of the conversation that the Forum at KIXE is bringing to our community. Shasta Regional has been around for more than 60 years supporting our community, and we would like to invite you to be a part of the Forum on KIXE. Together, we can support the community that gives us back so much. Thank you.